Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Daily Dose Radio. This is what we like to call the Bible Bistro. Come on in here and sit down. We're going to have us some yummy Bible study today. David said that it's sweeter than honey in the honeycomb. That is the Word of God, and that's what we teach, the Bible. Psalm 60 is our text today, and we're going to be looking at verses 3, 4, and 5. And just want to remind you again, I'm using a new microphone, so let me know how the sound is. I'll try to get it adjusted so that it sounds okay. I hope it sounds better. This is a nice mic. I spent a little more money on this mic than I did the last one, but the last one lasted me for 5 years, better than 5 years. So I've really enjoyed that one. I hope I enjoy this one quite that much. It's a pretty good mic, I think. We're looking at verses 3, 4, and 5. Let me read those for you. Thou hast showed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah. That thy beloved may be delivered. Save with thy right hand, and hear me. That's verses 3 through 5. Now, yesterday we saw that he's making his prayer request in the midst of all of these statements about what God has done. And what he's done is that we'll just take the language from verse 3. He's astonished his people. God has cast them off, he says. You've scattered us. You've been displeased. Turn yourself again to us. There's his request. Verse 2, you've made the earth to tremble. You've broken it. Heal the breaches thereof, for it shaketh. So prayer request number 2 comes in verse 2, heal the breaches thereof. But notice that these requests come as he enumerates all that God has done, and these are not good things. Verse 3, you show thy people hard things. You've made us drink the wine of astonishment. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee. Now, we switch gears here, don't we? So in 3, we have this continuation of all this that God has done. Let's just count them down. He's cast us off. He's scattered us. God has been displeased. You've made the earth to tremble. You've broken it. You've showed thy people hard things. Thou hast made us to drink the wine of astonishment. So, 7 things that he enumerates. All of them are things that David is praying against. He's praying that God would reverse, especially the heal the breaches. I think the breaches here, we're not talking about an earthquake, I don't think, that just tore up the ground, because you know that's what earthquakes do. They tear and rend the earth. I think he's talking about something else. Maybe there's an earthquake that's happening that is amongst the people. Perhaps that's why this is a silent prayer. David doesn't want anyone to hear him praying, God heal the breaches, because he doesn't want anybody to think that, he's scared of some division within his ranks. And he wants God to know this. He wants God to deal with this. Unity is the key. So we come to these 7 things, ending there with, you've made us to drink the wine of astonishment. And now we come to verse 4, you've given a banner to them that fear thee. Wait a minute now. This doesn't seem to fit in with the other 7, does it? No, because this is positive. This banner that he gives. Well, you can go back to the Song of Songs, chapter 2, verse 4, the banner over me is love. He's brought me into his banqueting house. The banner he set up over me is love. The banner is always a symbol or an emblem of victory. In Psalm 20, verse 5, he talks about the banner that is before his people. So this is positive. He's given a banner to those that fear him, and the banner is a banner of victory, yet it may be displayed because of the truth. So God has a group. He's broken the rest, but he has a group now that is fearing him. He's given them a banner because it's a banner of victory. They have faith, and faith always leads to victory, and faith is always in his word. And then we have the break, Selah. So we have to wait. We pause. that thy beloved may be delivered. Oh, so now we go back to Song of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4, that thy beloved may be delivered. So here's the banner. It's a banner of deliverance. Again, see, it's the emblem of victory. Save with thy right hand and hear me. So here's his prayer. He ends verse 5 with the prayer. Hear me now. Come back tomorrow, and we're going to see what God has to say, because we have a little speech here beginning in verse 6 through verse 8. I hope you'll join me then on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.